Welcome back to Studio One Vintage Guitars, New Zealand's home of vintage guitars. My name is Nick Brightwell, and today we have a little birthday present from Martin Guitars. This is a 190th anniversary D-19. This is a bit of an odd duck. It's a revitalization of something they made back in the 70s. We are very excited to have two of these. They are exceptional guitars. I've been sitting down with this one this morning and I was playing our other one when we got them in. Very interesting instrument. So essentially what we've got here is an Adirondack top, mahogany back and sides, D-18. But there's a few extras going on here. First of all, you're going to say, but Nick, that doesn't look like a spruce top. That looks like mahogany. What's gone on here is they've actually stained this Adirondack spruce with mahogany stain. Now the reason they've done that is it's ugly Adirondack. And all of us guitar buyers know that you don't want ugly wood. And sadly, in the guitar world, ugly wood gets thrown away. Now we don't like to discriminate here in the guitar world with Martin Guitars, so what we decided to do was put a bit of stain on it, make it look a bit different, and cover up the inconsistency in the wood. What needs to be said about Adirondack is that it comes from a smaller tree. It is a bit harder to get, and so having a structurally sound, acoustically good wood, but it doesn't look good, it's terrible to throw that stuff away. The reality is in 50 years' time, people will be shaking their fingers at anyone that threw away any kind of wood nowadays. So what Martin have done is they've kind of used a bit of stuff around the shop, and what we've got here, the interesting things that are going on is we have a Guatemalan Rosewood bridge, which is really, really cool. We also have the head plate here, Guatemalan Spruce. But aside from that, we've basically got forward shifted 5/16 scalloped bracing. It's a D18, it just has a few updates. When I realized that this was a Guatemalan bridge, that was really interesting to me. I really like the Rosewood bridges. They seem to be a little bit brighter. I'm kind of right now in the back of my mind going, is a Rosewood bridge better than ebony? Maybe. Guatemalan Rosewood is very hard to come by. The guitars that we've had that have had Guatemalan Rosewood have converted me to, if you can't get Brazilian, Guatemalan's a great way to go. So yeah, let's just have another listen to this guitar. So just do a couple of chords. Oh, I'll say also the strings that we got on, they came from the factory like this. Looks like we have Cova, the kind of Luxe Martin strings, and I'm just going to say that they're 12s to 53s. So just do a few chords. All right, what else can we do here? We'll do a little bit of... It sounds really good for finger picking. Having an Adirondack Spruce top that is scalloped means that it's a very kind of lightly constructed top. I'm going to assume that you can put mediums on this guitar. I haven't looked at the spec sheet exactly. Just talking about that briefly, some of the guitars that we've had in here, we assumed, say, needed light strings. For instance, that O 28K that we had in recently. I think everyone assumed that it needed light strings. When you look at the spec sheet, it says, nope, super lights. Always, if you're ever in doubt, check the spec sheet for what gauge strings can go on. Martin are quite precise about what they think is best for the guitar itself. So, let's do, what else can we do here? We'll do some drop D stuff. So just the full spec, if you want full specs, always check out down below or check out the website. Our website, Studio One Vintage Guitars. You can also look it up on Martin's site, but we'll just go over and just say we have 25.4 scale length. We have the open back Grovers with the brass gearing on it. We have a faux tortoiseshell style binding. We also have a kind of D-35 style 2 black lines with a bit of white as the binding all the way around. The D-35 style rosette looks to me to be a mahogany neck, and the fretboard I'm not sure, but that looks to me like it's rosewood as well. We'll confirm down below. And it has the D-18 style dots as well, the power shell dots. So yeah, this is a very interesting guitar. I think the stain on it looks really nice. It has a nice pattern to it. People ask why they do the stain. They were doing it to cover up the Adirondack, and when they originally made these back in the 70s, I think it was the 70s, the D-19 was basically, we've got all the stuff in stockpile, we need to kind of use it. So yeah, so this was a nice little present from Martin to the Martin guitar player world. The 190th anniversary. Happy birthday, Martin. 10 years, and we're 200 years old. It's according to, Chris Martin IV believes or thinks that Martin is the oldest guitar company consistently running. Yeah, to put in perspective, National Guitars started in the late 20s. Ramirez Guitars, they started in like 1850, 1860. So Martin goes all the way back to really before New Zealand was actually established. So we'll leave it there. We're very happy to have 2 of these in. If you want to come and check them out, please do. My name is Nick Brightwell. Thank you very much to Josh Thomas behind the camera. Thank you very much to Ed Castello behind the sound. Yeah, have a good one. Please like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. Good to be back. Happy New Year. Cheers.